In the year 21XX, all the Mavericks have been neutralized thanks to the efforts of a Reploid scientist named Dr. Doppler. Using his neurocomputer, he has been able to suppress any abnormal behavior in the Reploids and prevent them from going berserk. Many of the most advanced Reploids have gathered near their new mentor and founded Doppeltown, a perfect utopian community. With Dr. Doppler guiding them, the world seemed ready to enter a new golden age. After a few months, the Mavericks who were supposed to have been neutralized by the neurocomputer suddenly appeared and began to riot. At Maverick Hunter headquarters, all the intelligence indicated that Dr. Doppler was the mastermind behind the invasion. Soon, the call went out to X and Zero to destroy the invading Mavericks and to bring Dr. Doppler to justice. Maverick Hunter X and Zero, dispatch! A few hours later, emergency contact was made by the headquarters of Maverick Hunter. This is the headquarters of Maverick Hunter. We are under attack from the Doppler force. All units return to base immediately and return fire. Man, X could not catch a break. Oh, goodness. Well, regardless, hey guys, time to chill out with Sub-07, and welcome to Let's Play Mega Man X3. The final game of the X series on the Super Nintendo, and the first one to make the jump to other platforms, later getting ported to the PlayStation, the Sega Saturn, and the PC version, with it added flavor. This is an interesting little game because X3 is often regarded as kind of the, I wouldn't say low point of the series, but it's definitely a meh spot in the series, and I kind of agree because I don't like this game. So why are we playing it? Well, I can't just go straight to X4 because someone's gonna look at me and go, hey, what the heck? Well, regardless, you've seen what's going on. Sigma's not even here this time. It's Dr. Doppler, this weird-looking dude with the crazy hair on the right side of the screen. But why is Vile here on the left? I guess we're gonna have to find out. Let's go. As they mentioned, Maverick Hunter HQ was being invaded by the Doppler force. Luckily for us, X and Zero can handle it. Case in point. Weirdly enough, you never actually fight any of these things in-game. But they do look cool. X, I'll clear out the enemies out here. You go ahead and deal with them deal with the ones inside. Thanks, Zero. Unfortunately, we're back to square one as always with the X series, so let's get a move on. We can still dash though, which is nice. And this feels about the same as X1 and X2, I would say, with the addition of the dash boots notwithstanding. We can run, we can jump, we can shoot, we can dash, we can charge shot. It's about the same. So this might not seem like, oh, why is this considered the low point of the series? You'll see in due time. But for now, we're just going to head this way. Take out these cannonball shooting robots. Ow. And head deeper into HQ because, really, we got to put a stop to these knuckleheads. Ooh. Oh, rare instance of Mega Man talking. Mac, where have you been? So I guess this is Mac. And he's a dick. You're far too trusting, X. I'm now a member of Doppler's army. You will make a fine addition to our force once you have been shown the true destiny of the Reploid race. I'm pretty sure I just added an F into that sentence and I did not mean to. So yeah, X got captured. Okay, that's the end of the series. We will see you guys in the next game. Hopefully X gets out of this. Just kidding. So yes, X3 marks the first time that Zero is playable. You actually get to use him in this opening stage for a little bit. He can double charge shot and use his Z-Saber. That thing is extremely powerful and will kill just about anything it wants in one hit, bosses notwithstanding. Honestly, I just highly recommend holding on to the Z-Saber charge and using it when you can because it's pretty dang useful. And unlike X, Zero always starts out at maximum health in this game, which is quite nice. He doesn't have his double jump like he does in later X games, but that's fine. For now, though, we're going to want to wall jump up this way. You're going to want to alternate to each side of the wall because Spike Ball is going to shoot from opposite sides. And avoid that guy. So why are we carrying that Z-Saber charge? Well, we're going to head this way. We found X, and we found Mac. Dash up, Z-Saber, and he's dead. I know Mac's supposed to be like the mid-boss of this game, and it's kind of unfortunate to be like, oh yeah, we introduced this new character, and he's dead. Luckily, X is free. Are you okay, X? Thanks, Zero. I'm okay. I'll check around headquarters again. Be on your guard, X. Well, that was fun. Back to the boring middleman. For now, let's just wall jump up this way. No spike balls to worry about in this part. Just head out here. And as is X tradition, it's time for a boss. You saw him in the early intro. This is Mao the Giant. He's first boss of the game. His weak point is his face. Wait until it drops low enough and just shoot it. His only attack are those two spike balls that he has, so just avoid them. He doesn't deal too much damage, which is quite nice. And you can pretty easily dispatch this dude. He's wow, he's actually going pretty aggressive with those spike balls. Normally he likes to wait a bit. Ow. There we go. Also, weirdly enough, X3's explosions are blue. I think X2 was like that as well, but X3's explosions take forever. This is going to be an interesting little adventure for us. Oh, hi, Zero. Looks like you've swept away most of the enemies. Out of here. I'll go back and check on headquarters. Call me if you need me. See you later, X. And when he says, call me if you need me, that's actually a gameplay element. But for now, let's skip past this. And of course, yes, we are playing this in the Legacy Collection because I don't own an official copy of X3 for the Super Nintendo because I don't want to sell my left leg. X3 copies are notoriously expensive because, like X2, they use the CX4 chip. Unlike X2, X3 was a very late release for the console, so it came out super late and is really hard to find for cheap. I wouldn't recommend it. Just stick to the Legacy Collection or later versions if you have to. For now, though, Maverick Tradition, we got 8 Mavericks to look at. I think for now we're going to head this way. We're heading to the Frozen Town to fight this dude. Remember, no Sigma, so instead we have D. Behold. Bilzzard Buffalo. And no, I did not stutter there. This is Blizzard Buffalo in the Frozen Town. He has a very odd quirk to him. He's the only Maverick in the series to have a misspelling of his name in a later re-release. In the FMVs for this game and later re-releases on the PS1 and Sega Saturn, his name is spelt wrong. They put the L and the I in the opposite direction. So instead, it's Bilzzard Buffalo, and I shall be referring to him as such. For now, though, let's just head up this way. See this platform? This will be useful later. Can't use it right now, though. Also, these ice blocks. Remember these for later. These are important. Just avoid these dudes. And let's climb up this way. More cannonball guys. These guys are pretty prevalent throughout most of X3, so don't mind them too much. They're pretty easy to deal with. Because they kind of get sandwiched into some spots where it's hard for them to fire. Let's just slide down. And drop here. Ow. Honestly, it's going to be kind of interesting looking into this game, because as I mentioned, I don't really like X3 that much. I think this is probably the weakest of the original SNES trilogy. That's not necessarily saying it's a bad game, just that I think it has a lot of odd quirks to it that could have been ironed out. X3 was actually outsourced to a different company, unlike X1 and 2, and the rest of the series, really, so it's kind of odd. Also, there's nothing here. This would be prevalent later. Something happens in that room if you have defeated enough Mavericks, but we'll see that later. For now, though, we're just dealing with ice physics. The ice physics aren't too bad in Bilzzard Buffalo stage, though, so it's not that big of a deal. Shoot these things twice to destroy them. Because if you shoot it just once, you break off their outer layer, they electrify, form more ice to protect themselves. Best to just dispose of them all in one session. And if you go down here, you find nothing. Don't worry about it. This also would be useful for later. X3's kind of got a lot of exploration to it. I just not realized what I said, I'm sorry. And there's a lot of secrets you can find in this game depending on how far along you progress. We'll be seeing more of them in due time. For now, though, take this ladder up here, and you see a sub-tank right there, right at the start of the stage, or at least of our sequence. That's pretty generous, but we can't reach it just yet. Ow. So instead we gotta head this way. Use this air current to go up. Ow, car. And dash over this way. What you want to do is get a good route right there at the edge of that platform and dash jump off of it. Trust me on this. Oh. Let's see if we can't do this. Yes, because if you're lucky, you can clip the edge of that and bounce up here using wall jumps. And you'll find a light capsule in the first stage. Quite nice. Enter this capsule, X. Take this leg upgrade. The upgrade will enhance your mobility in the air. You'll be able to dash left, right, or even straight up into the air. So, to those of you who enjoyed the dash boots that let you air dash in X2, good news, they're back! Honestly, it was just a great upgrade, so they figured, yeah, we'll just do it again. And all they really had to do was add an upward dash. Not a bad choice, I'd say, actually. These are pretty good dash boots for the series, so I can live with this. Let's destroy these dudes. If you get stuck behind the cars of them, they actually can, like, knock up ice that will freeze you in your tracks, so be careful. Let's head down this way, though, because I want to grab that health. Thank you. Air dash. You can destroy this if you want, but why would you do that when you can just use it to get up? And now we can actually get that sub-tank. Ow. Destroy you. You want to just wait for these guys to go away. Air dash. And there's our first sub-tank. Yeah, surprisingly, the sub-tanks are actually pretty generous in their locations in this game. You can find most of them pretty handedly. But for now, let's just go this way. And as it turns out, we're already at the end of the stage, which means it's boss fight time. Now, boss fights are kind of funky in this game. I won't really be able to show it too well here, but you'll see in due time what I mean. For now, let's take a look at our first Maverick of the day, Bilzzard Buffalo. He's got quite a long stage, kind of like a Flame Mammoth from X1, and he's going to charge a lot. Once you shoot him, just make a mad dash for the other side of the wall. And repeat the process. Just keep dashing away. Now, when he does shoot ice, he will shoot it in 3 patterns. He will do wherever direction you are heading. He will shoot it ahead of you, so be careful. Oh, God. Oh, and tapped. Something worth noting. Contact damage is really, really dangerous in this game. You'll be seeing that as a problem when we get to certain later enemies. In fact, as early as the next Maverick stage, unfortunately. But we'll get there when we get there. For now, let's take care of this knucklehead. I would say that Bilzzard Buffalo here is probably your easiest Maverick to start with. He's got a pretty simple pattern. His attacks outside of that charge are not too bad. And you can more or less predict his movements pretty well. He's coming this way. Oh, he's shooting that ice beam. That will freeze you in your tracks, so try to avoid that to your best of your abilities. Note, if he doesn't charge into the wall, he's going to do his ice attack, so watch out for that. I also totally missed there. Dang it. There we go. Just head this way once more. And one more should do it. Let's have him come to us. And you're dead. Weird enough, Mavericks in this game just have the projectile pass clean through them when they're dead. Which the next 1 and 2 was not really a thing. Kind of an odd choice. Oh well. That's one down. Nice. And for our troubles, we get... Come on, Gabe. Faster, please. Frost Shield. That is not a shield, that is a spike. This is an ice projectile that will explode on contact and then reform into a second grounded spike. Kind of a neat idea. But that's one Maverick down. Next up on the list for us would actually be Toxic Seahorse. But I think we're going to save him for next time. Next time on Let's Play Mega Man X3, we're going after Toxic Seahorse and then seeing where the weakness chain takes us. Till next time, ice out.